Hello everybody, Shelly here. Yes, I'm starting this video without any makeup on and probably crazy lighting because that's what we do here on this channel where we don't really know what we're doing. But hi, I'm so glad to see you guys again. Today I thought I would do just a little quick chit chat get ready with me using the Morphe Get Ready With Me. I think this is like Simple Slay maybe. Does it say? Yeah, Simple Slay. This was like $25 on the Morphe website and they had a big sale, so I don't remember if $25 was the sale price or $25 was the price it normally is. But it comes with a bunch of products. Like it has, wait, hold on. So it comes with like, it's like a whole baggie of stuff. So it comes with this Double Date Slayin' In blush highlighter palette. It has a 5L Lil Stunner Artistry palette. It comes with a clear brow gel and then 2 lip products. So not quite a full face in this little baggie, but I figured we'd add in a Morphe foundation. I've got a Morphe eye base. I do have a bronzer and another highlighter just in case we need one. I don't know why I grabbed the highlighter. I guess we don't really need it. And the only thing I have on my face so far is I did do my moisturizing and all that kind of stuff. I put in a little bit of the Tarte Double Duty because either I don't have one or I don't know where it is of a Morphe sort of primer. So almost a full face of Morphe products, but not quite. Okay, I hope you guys are okay with that. So I got this Morphe Fluidity. I have not tried this yet. It's a full coverage foundation, which has me a little worried. And it looks like it's f2.6 matte. And you know what I need is a damp beauty blender. Give me just one moment, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. I'm sure you guys missed me. Okay, so this foundation apparently is full coverage. I have not tried it. I think I've heard like mixed reviews on it. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit here and see how we did as far as color, see how we do as far as coverage. Now, it's summer. Do I really need a full coverage foundation? No. Normally I would not, and I have no idea if I just put too much on, but we'll just add a little more on here. Okay, I have no idea what this is gonna look like on my skin, but we're gonna find out together, huh? Now, if you guys have been with me before, I'm a lady of a certain age, not a makeup artist. I didn't get any of this in PR. And because I'm a lady of a certain age with dry, mostly dry, kind of aging skin. Actually, I feel like I've got my dry skin a lot more under control lately. I guess my skincare is working out pretty well. But anyway, have, you know, dry skin. And I don't really love to look like a mannequin, so I don't really do full coverages very often. And when I do full coverage, I like to use a damp beauty blender because, man, that helps put some moisture, especially if this is supposed to be matte. I don't want to look, you know, parched and crepey and, you know, like a mortician did my makeup, because that'll happen soon enough, I guess. All right. Get the foundation off my lips because that's never a good idea. Let's see what this looks like here. Okay, so initially off the bat, it looks like it's kind of sitting on my skin, which frankly, I'd kind of expect that with a full coverage matte foundation. And I have had this problem in the past where I don't normally notice pores here until I put on a full coverage foundation, and then sometimes, man, I need to trim my eyebrows. Sometimes it's almost like it makes the pores almost a lighter color, which makes them kind of stick out a little bit more. I don't notice it on my nose, but sometimes I'll notice it up here. So we're just gonna kind of keep pressing this into the skin. As far as full coverage foundations go, I mean, I think I finally got it in there a little bit. I'm gonna go over a little bit more where some of my sun damage is, and let's just see how it builds up. One of these days I'll find like the right settings for this thing and I'll do better. Okay, since I need a little bit of coverage and my Morphe concealer might be in an overnight bag or something, I'm not really sure. So I've got a little bit of the Tarte Double Duty Shape Tape, and we're gonna put just a little bit of this in some areas that need a little bit more coverage that I didn't get with that foundation. I should put the lid on the foundation before I get it on myself. I do have a Morphe eyelid primer, so let's try that here. Okay, it comes out pretty thick. Christy, I am not ignoring you. I know you asked for a video on eyelid primers, and I still owe you that. I think at first when you asked, I was like, oh, do I know enough about them to be able to really say? But you know what? Here's the thing. I have enough that I could literally go through and tell you what I have and give you my opinion on it. But I am always open to new ones, new suggestions. The one that I've been using a lot lately is that one by Gerard Cosmetics. And I think a few of you have that. Eyelid primer is on. I think it had a little bit of coverage. These palettes, they look alike. The only thing that I noticed differently that sticks out is one of them has a 5L sticker and the other one does not. So I'm guessing the one that doesn't have a 5L sticker is going to be our complexion palette. Yeah, okay, so we have a blush and we have a highlighter. We'll see how that looks on my seemingly rather yellow skin in this here. I think I've got the orange filters on because I was looking really blue with the previous camera lights. So I'm going to use the bronzer in the shade Debutante. And it's kind of seems like it has, when I look in the viewfinder, it definitely has kind of a more warmer toned cast to it. But let's try. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, there is a lot of pigment in that. So I'm going to say a little goes a long way. And we will blend that out a little bit. After we give ourselves some cheek fronts first. Like a lot of people, my face is not symmetrical, and so I usually try to like cover that side because I like this cheekbone and jawline slightly better than this one. But I think makeup helps a little bit. It's kind of like the great equalizer, I think. It still doesn't make it any easier for my family when they want to take pictures, and I'm like, you're on the wrong side. I'm just gonna go up around the hairline a little bit. Since that is so bold, I'm going back over the top of it with what's left on that beauty blender just to kind of diffuse a little bit, soften it out a little bit. Make sure that there's no harsh lines because we don't like that. So you guys, one of the things that when I look at other YouTubers that I try to pay attention to is what do I like about them? Like what appeals to me most about the ones that I tend to enjoy most. And one of the things I noticed is like their tone of voice is very soothing and normal and modulated. And I realized I'm all over the place. I get effervescent about stuff and then I get excited about things, or that I get frustrated, or I'm talking to myself, because that's kind of what I'm doing here anyway. So I'm just going in with the blush that's on this palette. Oh, that's actually really pretty. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more normal in my speaking. And what I might do is go back to the microphone that I started using a few times and then I stopped. But I think it does sound better when I use it. I gotta go get it. The problem with using the microphone is that I have to plug it into my laptop, and the table that I'm using is actually a little bit more on the smaller side. And in typical Shelley fashion, I did a little bit of an over abuse of blush, so I'm just gonna go back over the top of it with my beauty blender with the residual foundation on it. I'll kind of just clean that up a little bit. And because I don't know if the eyeshadow is going to give me any kind of fallout, I'm actually going to wait until the end before I do the highlighter. But how pretty is this little palette? You've got 5 shades. I'll just give you a swatch here. So we have the lightest shade, which doesn't really show much of anything. That'll be good kind of setting down the primer. Then we have this almost like a metallic-y, I figure out where I put that one, metallic-y kind of gray color. Almost looks a little duochromy because it's reading brown, kind of a bronzy, but it looks silver in the pan. Then we have another shimmer. That's pretty. That's like a champagne color. Okay. And then we have what looks to be a, I'll go this way, soft, kind of a matte, almost like a mauve color. It's pretty. And then the last one looks to be a deeper, oh yeah, a deeper kind of plummy shade. So this definitely gives me enough for at least one look, but I have been known to take 5 shades and do 3 different looks with one palette. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Today I'm only doing one because, well, because I'm doing a full face, and I tend to only, when I do full faces, I tend to only do one eye look because you don't have time for videos that are like a half an hour long. I don't have, nobody has time for videos that are half an hour long. So I try to be conscientious. If I'm going to do more of a full face of makeup, then I tend to cut short how many different looks I do. Okay, so I just used, there is quite a bit of kick up. Just tapping into that gave me quite a mess around the palette. And it's a pretty fluffy brush. I mean, it's not a firm brush at all. All right, I'm going to take this kind of softer mauve color and let's just go in. Okay, it's pigmented. It's more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought it was going to be a little softer just by the swatch. Maybe these brushes, I think these brushes are synthetic brushes, they might pick up a little bit more too. Might be a little firmer. Whatever's left on this brush from that first color that I just kind of used to set down that primer. And I'm just kind of going to the top to blend it out a little bit. I like that way that turned out. I really like the way that transition shade turned out. I don't know if I'm going to need this brush again, but I'm going to go ahead and go into the darker kind of plummy color here. And we're going to use that along the outer edge. Kind of just up against my lash line. So we'll deposit the majority of color. And then we'll work our way up just a little bit. Can't really leave well enough alone. Start getting into the smoky eye looks, huh? All right, not a horrible like extreme cat eye, but I'm gonna draw a little bit of that down below. Kind of smoke out that lash line, and we will clean it up a little bit too here in just a minute. Okay guys, aside from it being a little bit too much down below, which we'll clean up in a minute here, I am not upset with these shades yet. I'm gonna grab a wipe really fast. I still have my swatching fingers are still dirty. Let's clean this off. I am gonna use this kind of shimmer here. Not kind of shimmer, it is a shimmer. In fact, hey, I have names. Okay, so I started with Adorbs, and then I used So Lovely, and then I used Alluring, and now I'm gonna go into Bewitched, just as kind of a little, and I'm going pretty much right over that seam of that darker purple or that kind of plum color, just to kind of soften it a little bit. And it's pretty much a glitter. Okay, so it to me is reading more of a, well, no, it has a little bit of something there. Okay, it feels like a finely pressed glitter, which means I have a little bit now of sparkles underneath my eye that I didn't put there intentionally. This look that I'm doing right now, I'm just playing with the pigments in the formula just to see kind of what they do. And I will give you more of my thoughts here in a second. I can tell you that off the bat, the mattes blended very smoothly, surprisingly so. Like I was kind of expecting some chunkiness and I didn't get any kind of chunkiness at all. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of a flatter brush and go into the lightest shimmer here, because y'all know I like to bring a little light to the center of my face because I do have smaller, closer set eyes and I want them to look a little bit more whiter. Wow, that color is actually really pretty. I'm surprised at this palette. This lighter shade applies very well with a brush. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my finger here. It doesn't seem to change it too much more when I do that. Let me grab my relatively clean-ish blender brush, and we're just gonna kind of buff out those lines. I don't know why that shade is called, oh, it's called Marvelous. I was like, why is it called Marvelous? It's not, it's Marvelous. And I think I'm gonna go back in, I knew I was gonna do it. I'm gonna go back into this lightest mauve color here and just add a little bit. All right, you guys, I am really enjoying this eyeshadow here. All right, I'm taking a wipe and I'm just trimming up kind of the fallout because like I said, I feel like I've got some glitter and I wanted to trim this up a little bit here. And I'm just gonna take my finger and just press into that line that I created, see if I can't soften it just a little bit. I am gonna use a little bit more of Tarte Shape Tape, kind of smooth out that situation that I just cleaned up. I think that's all I'm gonna do with eyeshadow right now. Let me throw on some eyeliner and some mascara and I'll be right back. I did take a little bit of black eyeliner and tight lined my top lash line and just dabbed a little bit onto the top. I wasn't gonna do any eyeliner at all because I just apparently didn't have a Morphe eyeliner that I brought in here with me. And so then I was like, well, I just won't do one at all. And now I'm like, but I'm extra. Did not buy this recently, but this is the Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. We're gonna put that on. If you guys have not given this Sweet Tea Lip Liner a try, I hope it's still available because this really is one of my favorite lip liners. I got two lip products in with this Get Ready With Me Simple Slay Kit. One of them is a lip crayon in the shade THX, thanks. So did I probably need the lip liner on? Probably not, but, oh, okay. That's a lot more pink than I thought it was gonna be. This is where if I were a real makeup artist, I probably would have tested it first, like swatched it to see what color it was. It's a much bolder color than I normally do for lips, but for some reason, I think it actually kind of works together. Okay, we're gonna use this lip gloss here. Oh, the gloss helps quite a bit. And the gloss is in the shade Boho. And I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off so I don't transfer that lipstick back into the package. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm very much liking this little kit. We're gonna go in with the highlighter last to try to just wrap it all up. Might as well go with the old school fan brush since I think my other brushes are being cleaned. I had like a nice highlighter brush, but I don't know. All right. Fan brushes get the job done when you just want a little dusting, huh? Last product that came in that Get Ready With Me pack is this clear brow gel, even though I need to probably groom my brows. Doing the best you can with what you have, right ladies? Might as well set it down with some Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I love this stuff, you guys. They had it on sale recently. Hey, note to self. Don't try talking when you're spraying your face with setting mist. They had this on sale recently. They had other big stuff on sale. I think the time that I'm filming this, it feels like their sale has been going on forever. I don't know if this is gonna go up in the next couple weeks, but if it does, they might still be on sale. I don't know, you'll have to check them out. Morphe.com. Morphe brushes is how they started off. I recently have gotten a whole collection of Morphe brushes and I really like it. My thoughts on this. I really like the way this look came out together. I feel pretty. The lip color is probably a little bit more peony shaded than I would normally, but I think even with the kind of warmer toned hair, I think the whole makeup actually looks really pretty. It kind of feels sort of glam, you know? I mean, for, like, who does she think she is wearing glam makeup? Why do I do that? Okay, this eyeshadow palette. I like the size of this. This is super portable. I like the fact that they give us 5 shades that they're rosier toned. I mean, they're pink toned without being fuchsia. I almost wish this glitter wasn't here and it was more of like a taupe color. I don't know that the glitter really shows up that much on my eyelids. When I swatch it, it's fine. I mean, it shows up pretty good when I swatch it. Let's try it with a brush here. This is a kind of a rougher, firmer brush, so I'm going in with a little bit more here. Yeah, I mean, you can work on it and get it, but it comes up as brown. But all I see on my lids is that glitter. The rest of the colors, they actually blended really, really well. I don't mind that kind of lighter, softer pink as an upper brow bone, as just like an all over the lid, kind of setting things down. This champagne color was actually really pretty. I like these. I think if you were gonna do like a work look with this, maybe you do just this mauve color and maybe a tiny bit of this. Maybe this is eyeliner. Date night, I probably would do this. So if I were taking this, I don't know, this might actually be a good travel palette. Like I can see wearing this makeup. Well, because I'm looking in a mirror. Blush, I was surprised when I first saw this. I thought there's no way this color is gonna look good on me. It's gonna be too fair, and yet it's a lot more pigmented than I thought it would be. So you can kind of see this right here. The highlighter I thought was great. Not too stark white, blinding white. I didn't even need to bring this other one here, so we're not gonna worry about that. Super pigmented bronzer. You guys, this Get Ready With Me Simple Slay pouch that came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products is a great value. Like, I'm seriously impressed with this. Now I throw in a foundation, which I think I like it better than my initial take on it. I actually think that the color turned out okay too. And I don't know if that's just because I warmed it up with the bronzer, but I feel like there isn't like a huge discrepancy between like my neck and my face. You know what I'm talking about. This eyelid primer I thought was fine, completely adequate. Nothing like wow, mesmerizing, but completely fine. I didn't have any issues with it at all. The bronzer I'm gonna throw in here too because I thought it actually worked well. So this, throw in some mascara, some concealer, maybe an eyeliner, and you literally have enough room for even more stuff if you were going to use this pouch. And I like it. I think I need some different brow pencils because now that my hair is lighter and warmer, I think these ones are a little bit too dark. We're going to take all this back in the other room anyway. If for some reason you guys have been hesitant to either try Morphe products or to revisit a former love affair with Morphe products, this little pouch right here, and again, I'm not sponsored, not affiliated, nothing like that. This little pouch right here, I thought was a win for me. This really did give me almost everything for a simple look. I mean, I literally added on a couple other different products, and I love this makeup. I think it looks actually really good. Today's a good makeup day. So there you go. Good makeup day. It's a win for me. You have to leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the Morphe products. I have a lot of Morphe palettes, and I've got some that are my favorites, some that I've tried that I was like, oh, what a waste of money. And then I've got other ones that I was like, The one thing that I think I've noticed about a lot of Morphe mattes is that at least the majority of them, not all of them, but the majority of them tend to be very pigmented. Some of the formulas I felt like I've had to work a lot to blend it, but like the second volume Jaclyn Hill palette, that was super easy to blend. I can tell you that with the pigments being so potent, sometimes when you get like a bright green or a bright fuchsia, bright orange, there you may get a little staining of your lid, so make sure you get a really good eyelid primer to begin with and just be gentle on your eyes when you go to take it off. Overall win, you guys. If you haven't given them a shot, you might try it again. This is a low commitment. This 25 bucks for this little pack. That's a small commitment considering we sometimes buy eyeshadow palettes alone that are $50, so or more, depending on how bad your addiction is. All right, you guys. I am gonna get out of your guys' hair, and I hope that this is a warm summer day for you and that you're able to get outside and get some fresh air and enjoy it. But I hope you guys are doing well with your work situation, your working from home situation, your family situation, your health, your mental space, your all that kind of stuff. I just wish nothing but the best for you guys. I'm gonna do a giveaway at 250 subscribers. And I think my husband's gonna do another filming with me here pretty soon too. So that's something fun to look forward to. Yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and until my next video, bye for now.